All right, let's dive into one of the most practical tools in any trader's playbook, rolling a position. We're going to break down exactly how you can use it to give yourself a second chance when a trade starts to move against you. And look, this isn't about crossing your fingers and hoping. This is about making a disciplined, tactical decision based entirely on math.
You know, we've all been there. You put on a trade, you feel great about it, and then the market just decides to do the exact opposite. Man, it's a humbling experience. And your first instinct, it might be to get defensive, maybe even a little angry, or just to hold on and pray it comes back. Trust me, I have learned the hard way that none of those are a real strategy. The market, it doesn't care about my feelings, and it definitely doesn't owe me a winning trade.
And that right there, that's the heart of what we're talking about today. When a trade is in trouble, your ego is the absolute worst thing you can bring to the table. It's that little voice that tells you, no, I'm right, the market's wrong. It tells you to double down. But discipline, a strategy based on simple math, that's your greatest ally. It just strips the emotion right out of it and gives you a clear, calculated plan.
So what is this plan? It's called a roll. And honestly, it's way less complicated than it sounds. At its core, you're just closing one trade that isn't working for anymore, and at the same time, opening a new, better position one. It's all in a single action. Let's break down exactly how it works.
Okay, so here's the official, the textbook definition. Your broker sees a roll as one single combined order. This is key. You're not legging out. You're not closing the old one and then separately trying to open the new one. No. You're telling your platform, do both of these things at the exact same time. It's just crucial for clean, efficient execution.
Now, let's make this real. Here's the actual option chain data from a trade I managed. This table, this is our map for the whole process. See that top line? That's the current leg. That's my short put that's getting challenged by the market. Now look at the bottom line. That's the new leg. That's exactly where we want to move to.
The roll itself is really just two things happening at once. Take a look at that action column. First, we have to get out of our current trade. Since we originally sold that put to open the position, we have to buy to close it. That's step one. Then, at the exact same moment, we sell to open a new put. That's step two. Simple. Buy the old one back, sell a new one. That's the roll.
Okay, so what are we really getting out of this? Let's compare the two. With our current leg, our risk is at that $150 strike price. By rolling, we move our risk down to $145. See that? We're giving ourselves an extra $5 of breathing room. And now look at the expiration date. We're going from March 20th all the way out to April 17th. We just bought ourselves almost another full month. So here's the bottom line. We are moving our risk further away and we are buying more time.
All right, now we get to the most important part of this whole thing. Seriously, this is the one rule that separates a smart, tactical adjustment from a desperate, money-losing gamble. It is my one non-negotiable condition for ever rolling a trade.
This is the question you have to ask yourself every single time. How do you know if you're making a disciplined move or if you're just throwing good money after bad? Well, there's one really simple mathematical answer. You have to get paid. That's it. You must execute the roll for a net credit. If we look back at our table, we're paying about $2.20 to buy back our old option, but we're collecting $3.50 for the new one we're selling. The difference? A credit of $1.30 per share dropped right into our account. Let me say that again. We are literally getting paid to improve our position. I really want this to sink in because it is everything. If I can't get that credit, I don't do the roll. It is that simple. There's no negotiation. There's no, oh, but maybe this time. Nope. If the market won't pay me to extend the trade and take on more time, then I just take the loss and I move on. I never, ever, ever pay to fix a broken trade.
So why am I so strict about this? Because that credit, it isn't just money. It's your second chance. It's the market literally paying you for the two most valuable things you can have when a trade is going south: more time and more room to be right. Let's look at what that payoff really means.
That net credit buys you three incredible advantages. One, you get paid to move your risk further away. In our example, from that $150 strike down to $145. Two, you get paid to buy more time for your original idea to work out. Time is an asset, don't forget that. And three, you get paid to reset the clock on time decay, what we call theta. Your old option was running out of time. Now you have a brand new option with more time value, and that decay starts working in your favor all over again.
So I'll leave you with this. The next time you're in that spot, that uncomfortable position where a trade is moving against you, just take a breath, pull up the option chain, and ask yourself this one question.
What am I going to fight with? Am I going to fight with my ego, which just wants me to be right no matter the cost? Or am I going to fight with simple math, which gives me a disciplined path to improve my position, buy more time, and even get paid for the trouble? The choice is yours.